Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Stop Shitting on Yourself. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Jamie. How's your week been, Jessica?
My week has been really good. As you know,
Ooh.
I signed up for my membership to the gym.
Yes, you did, girl.
So,
we're going to be gym buddies. We're going to keep each other accountable.
Yes. All of that because, workplace is opening back up again and,
Right.
gotta have something to show for.
I mean, I guess so, since we're all kind of starting to transition back into our workplaces.
Oh my God, I know.
I don't know how COVID's going to go because right now there's a bunch of things happening with COVID, but the plan is that we're all transitioning back to work. So I get it, girl. I get that.
Yes. And okay, don't call me old because I know you're going to.
Okay.
But I was recently on Facebook. I know you're for everyone who's not watching the video, she's like rolling her eyes like real hard at me.
Okay, I didn't
Thanks,
roll
Jamie.
my eyes. I did a side eye.
Okay,
There's a very big difference. No,
Okay.
because rolling your eyes has movement. A side eye is just, it's
just the
it's
side
there.
eye. Okay.
It's yeah, I did a side eye. I did. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Facebook, right? Like I have my Facebook too. I just don't post anything or use it. I have it for memories. So there's nothing wrong with it. But it's just
it's true. Okay, it's not the coolest hippest thing anymore. I get that. I don't use it like how we used to use it, where I literally word vomit.
You're right. Okay, you're right. No shame.
Okay, me, okay, like how I used to. But the reason why I brought up the whole Facebook thing is I was scrolling through and I'm a part of my university's Facebook group. Like we used to have just a bunch of different groups, right? Like to sell things, or we used to have this where it's literally you're posting anonymously of secret confessions.
And
that was when I realized it is just because we're also going back to work, kids
right?
are also going back to school. Damn.
It's just that time where summer break is over. There's no more sleeping in. Now you have to actually open up a book and go into midterms and finals and all of that stuff that I don't miss. Maybe the summer breaks I do miss with the whole sleeping in stuff.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, but not the tests and everything like that. I mean, you know what though? I do miss certain things about college, speaking of, because I know this year, and don't quote me on it, because as of right now, it seems like all the colleges are reopening fully, and they are giving virtual options as well.
Oh, okay.
But don't quote me on that, because with all these variants multiplying and mutating like crazy, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't know. There's just so much that I do miss about college. Speaking of,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Speaking very fondly of, I mean, I guess there were definitely good parts of college. I feel like college is there's a lot of learning that happened, learning ships that happened.
Oh, learning ships, huh?
Also a lot of maybe the crazy college parties that not that I necessarily miss them. I want to go do that now because my almost 30-year-old aching body probably can't take that anymore.
Okay, oldie, your Facebook using old body would probably not be able to handle all the alcohol anymore. I get that.
No, but there were parts memories, certain memories where I'm it's a fun time to look back to. Definitely not the finals, definitely not cramming, doing research papers, none of that. But
no,
there were good parts.
Yeah, I definitely think that the partying part of college was probably the best part. Would I do it now? Like you said, absolutely not, because I don't know how I dealt with all the hangovers that I had in college, because those hangovers were bad. They were
Mhm.
bad. And I just got through it. Now it takes me a few days to recover and it sucks, man. It really sucks. And all my friends are like, just drink a lot of water, drink a lot of water. I think I do. I
Mhm.
chug water ish sometimes when I drink, and even then I
Yeah.
still wake up with a throbbing headache, right? Um,
Well, no, now it's like, can you imagine? Okay, you go drinking, right? Because like
yeah.
what we used to do is you go party and then
Yeah.
you just like eat really, really shitty food right before you go to bed to like
Oh,
absorb all the
true.
alcohol.
That's so
And
true.
now if that happens, I'm like, I have to work out for like a month to get rid of like cheese and whatever else.
Oh yeah, with all the stomach problems, the bloating, and then like all the
Yeah.
acne that comes along with the dairy. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, first of all, I don't want to be reminded of how old we are becoming because we're young. We're still so
No.
young, but like
Yes.
I think we both notice that our bodies are changing
Yeah.
given, the increase of age, right? But we're still not old. We're still very, very young, right?
Yeah.
But thinking back to college days, like you're so right, we would eat junk food
Hmm.
and the most oiliest, greasiest, most delicious food ever before we
Hmm.
slept, and that would have really helped with the next day.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I thinking back, there's a lot of funny stories. Well, I think they're funny because it's like, it happened to me.
I mean, it's
But
funny now. It's probably funny now, probably not as funny like in the moment.
oh yeah, oh yeah, in the moment it was not. It definitely wasn't. But a lot of drinks were involved. Right? Like partying,
Yes.
drinks, other things, so many other things were involved. But I
Mhm.
remember like the first thing I wanted to do when I became a freshman was like, where's the first party at? Like, where can I get my alcohol that technically I'm not legally allowed to have? That was like my first freaking thought when I came into college.
Wait, hold on. You started partying that early? Like right when freshmen started?
Yes. I mean, a little, yeah, yes, yes to that. Okay, so I said yes to that. I did start partying freshman year,
Mhm, mhm.
which I feel like a lot of college students do.
Okay. Probably yes.
Okay, I see you're like, not me. I could see it in your face. Yeah, so I was really excited, as a college student to be like, man, I just want to like drink, like, because I know how to drink now. And I know because I've
Yeah.
been in social situations, I could handle myself. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Oh my God. Like, my sloppy ass was like walking down left and right during my freshman year. So bad. But
Okay.
girl, I'm guessing you didn't have the party experience in your freshman year of college?
Yeah. Well, okay. So I am like the textbook definition probably of like a really
Uh-huh.
good kid where
Oh,
it's not
really?
like
Hold up. The Jessica that I know is the textbook version
okay.
of a good
Okay,
kid. Are
yes.
you sure?
Okay, like the first 2 years of college, okay?
Okay.
Okay, the first 2 years of college. I was a really
Okay, so
good
the
kid.
truth comes out. The truth comes
Yes,
out.
yes, yes, yes. Like I mean, no shame in admitting it now because like my parents know that I drink. But
Mhm.
um I think like I don't know, I just wasn't very interested in drinking. Like not that I wasn't exposed to it or like not that I wasn't given the opportunity to do it. I just
Yeah.
like genuinely didn't take an interest in drinking. So it wasn't like I was like scared of the law and I didn't want to drink under 21. I just
Okay.
like didn't really have an interest in it.
That's so strange because, like, the Jessica I know loves to party, right? Like, you're such an instigator whenever we drink.
I am.
You
I
are.
am.
So that is so
Yeah.
interesting to me. So I'm guessing you had like a crazy college partying experience that turned you into or molded you into this party animal that you are. That's, I think, kind of hidden. I think you kind of hide it sometimes, but like when you're with the right people, it freaking comes out, which I love. So hey.
I mean, I don't think it was like any specific experience. It was just college. It was like college doing its thing. But yeah,
Okay, so now thinking back, what was the most like memorable moment for you where you're like, okay, I think this was the moment where I became a party animal?
The moment that I became a party, okay. So I think it depends on like the college campus that you're at.
Uh-huh.
But I actually had a really close friend of mine who was rushing during her junior year. So for those of you guys who live outside of the states,
Mhm.
rushing is when like you're trying to get into a sorority or a fraternity, and it's like the
Mhm.
period like before you actually get in. So like you're trying to get into
Right.
like the sorority or the fraternity, so you go through like a rush period.
Right.
So like you go through like the parties or the hazing or whatever.
Yeah, you prove that you want to be or that you are committed to
Yeah.
this family.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a very weird concept. I was never a part of a sorority or fraternity,
Mm.
but in junior year, one of my really close friends, she was rushing for a business fraternity,
Oh, cool.
and like it was crazy. Like let me tell you, because
Uh-huh.
I like again, I've never been a part of like any other normal rushes, so I don't know if it's all the same, but because they're a business fraternity, like during the day, they were literally like all business. Like they were, like
Wow.
writing a resume or like figuring out how to like, I don't know, interview, like actually doing
Yeah.
stuff for the real world. And
Yeah,
then during the
yeah.
nighttime, they party.
Work
Like
hard, play hard.
they party. And I'm talking like Monday to Sunday.
Damn.
No, like there was no like days in between where they didn't party. Like they partied hard.
Damn.
But anyway,
Okay.
she brought me along, like not during her rush process, but there were certain parties that she could like bring friends to. And then when she actually became a part of the fraternity, she'll like
Mhm.
bring me along to her parties. So yeah, so she was already in the fraternity already. And
Mhm.
then she would like bring me to parties, and it wasn't like any specific moment where I'm like,
Yeah.
woo, yay, like I love to party. But I think it was just like there were so many of them.
I see, yeah.
And then like she just always brought me along that I became like an honorary member. Like I knew a lot of her frat brothers and sisters.
Wow, okay.
It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Um, and then I also had a really good friend of mine that just threw parties all the time. So I think through just
Oh.
like the normal college experience, I just got really into like going to house parties, and I never went to like big parties. I'm not into
Mhm.
like ragers or anything like that, but I
Okay.
enjoy going to like house parties where there's like 20, 30 people,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then it's just
yeah.
like partying. Not so much the drinking and sharing mixed alcohols anymore. Like that's just thinking back on it, I'm like that's just gross.
That's just not sanitary anymore, thinking
No.
back to it. Yes, I get that, but I mean, in college, it's like a thing. I mean, people don't
Yeah.
really care.
Yeah, and then you just get drunk, you just do it again the next day. You go to school, and then at night you just do it all over
Yep.
again. So
Yep. You
it
party
wasn't
again.
like, I don't think I had a specific moment, but I do think it was
Mm.
like the last 2 years, and maybe because I was like already declared in my major.
Yeah.
I was like doing the thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna graduate on time, so it's time to let loose.
It's like once you had your plan set, now you're like, okay, I can
Yeah, yeah,
relax a
yeah,
little bit.
exactly. Yeah.
That's funny. Wow. So you didn't actually go into the partying or college partying scene, I should say, until junior year.
Well, so I actually feel like that's better because freshman and sophomore year, a lot of my friends who are like first time in college, they're like, "Ooh, I'm away from my family. I can do whatever I want." And that's when like really bad mistakes happen. But then like by junior year, you kind of have a pretty good handle of like your tolerance or like who you want to
Hmm.
party with.
Okay.
That it's like a little bit more fun and less so like trying to pick up everybody's messes. Not that I didn't, and not that I wasn't a mess, but
Okay, okay. But like, how are you supposed to know your tolerance and how well you can handle your alcohol if you wait until junior year? It's like it's the same thing as waiting until freshman year, or like I guess not waiting till freshman year, but you know what I mean? Like, how would you know? You're still gonna have the same mess.
Yeah, it's true, but I feel like, most other people have dealt with their messes, and it's just me dealing with my own mess.
Oh, so other people can take care of you. Oh, that's smart. That's actually ooh, okay, okay.
But that's also how I like will never drink tequila again. Is because I like tested my tolerance with tequila, and it's like never again.
Oh, I feel like college leaves you with at least one type of alcohol that you will never drink ever again. And
Yeah.
I did a shot for shot with a friend in an empty
Mm.
dorm room.
Oh my
Just
god, why?
because, just because, just like it was, I don't know, I think it was a day in college. I can't even say it was the weekend. It was a day in college.
Okay.
And we just had a bottle of SEMO. And we thought, hey, let's go into this empty single room in her dorm and let's just do a shot for shot, man. Let's just do it. Let's just get drunk. So we did.
Oh, just for fun.
Yeah. Just for fun because we
Okay.
had alcohol. Yeah. So yeah, so we went in there and mind you, it was winter, so it was kind of cold. So we turned
Mm.
on the heater, which was a stupid idea. We turned on the heater in that room, drank the SEMO shot for shot, got really drunk, and we emptied the bottle, which was really
Okay.
bad. And then we started drunk calling people. This is why I don't drunk call people anymore unless they're like my really good
Ooh.
friends and like I just miss them, right? But
Mhm.
I started drunk calling people and then I started asking people for alcohol. I was
What?
like, I'm underage, right? So I can't buy it. I don't have a fake ID.
Yeah.
And so I called one of the like, older upperclassmen and I said, hey, can you just buy us a bottle? I'll pay you, but can you just like buy us a bottle? We're just drinking,
Yeah.
and we all knew each other. So he was like, okay, cool. Like I'll buy the bottle, like where you at? And so I let him know that we were at her dorm. And I was just like waiting for the alcohol. I was so drunk. And like this is college, right? And in the dorms, everyone's fucking awake at all hours
Mhm.
of
Yeah.
the day, right?
Yeah.
So here I am from a different dorm, and then my friend is butt drunk too, and we're running around in the hallways waiting for our alcohol delivery.
Oh my god.
And then the dude like texts me and he goes, I'm here. I'm in front of the dorm. I'm in the back. I was like, okay, cool. So I went out. I didn't go out yet. I was right by the door.
Mhm.
And as I was about to open the door, some of my friends' dorm mates saw me and we're all friends. And so they were like, is she okay? Who's the guy that she's like opening the door for? We don't know him, right? And so I opened the door because I was so drunk. I'm like, oh my God, he brought alcohol. And he's like waiting with like bags full of alcohol, right? And the friends, they were so nice because they knew I was so fucking drunk that they kind of stopped me and they kind of pulled me back and they're like, hey, she's really drunk right now. I don't think you should be here. And mind you,
Oh.
this is all stuff that I heard. I don't remember this. I like remember it vaguely. I remember seeing the guy. I remember seeing something else that kind of, saved the night for me.
Wait. What?
Yeah, there's a couple things I remember, but not a lot that night. But I
Okay.
heard that the friends, the dorm mates, they told the guy, "Hey, I think you should leave." Right? And the
Mhm.
guy was like, "No, it's okay. Like, I know her. I'm her friend." And they're
Yeah.
like, "Well, but she's really drunk though, so I think you should leave." But he was very persistent apparently, and he said, "I can take her to her dorm."
Oh.
And I never told him where I lived. I never told him the name of my dorm.
Oh, damn.
But apparently he told the dorm mates that he was gonna take me to my dorm. And they were like, no. We can take care of her. We're good, like we're good. And I guess he
Yeah.
like kept trying to persuade the dorm mates that he was gonna take me and that it was
Mhm.
okay to do that.
Yeah.
And in the midst of all that, there was a fucking raccoon that appeared because on the college campus there's a bunch of fucking raccoons that are always digging in the
What?
trash can. And yeah, so fucking raccoon appeared. And then a raccoon came in front of the doorway in between me and the dorm mates and in between us and then the dude. And the raccoon was like hissing at the guy.
Oh my.
And he's like, okay, I think I'm gonna go now. I don't want to get bit by a raccoon because the
Oh
raccoon's
my.
like on its hind legs, kind of going
Yeah.
like this and like approaching him. So he's like, I'm good, I'm gonna go. So I was like, okay, bye. And I'm here
Oh my
like so
god.
drunk. I went to the restroom. I was puking my brains out. And I don't remember the rest of the night. But then the next day I woke up and apparently there was a rumor spreading um about me. And the rumor was, and I think till this day, some of the dorm mates still know me as this girl. But the rumor was that I had apparently gotten so drunk that I left my underwear in
No.
the restroom.
What?
Woke up thinking, guys, look, I have my underwear on, okay? Like, here it is. This is not mine. And they're like, no, we get it. You were drunk. And they wouldn't fucking believe me. Like,
Okay.
so now apparently to these people, I'm forever known as like the underwear girl who got blacked out fucking drunk. But you know what? I'm grateful for these dorm mates.
Yes.
That were looking out for me, and I'm so thankful for that fucking raccoon. I really hope that raccoon feasted on a bunch of fucking garbage that night because oh my god, it saved my I don't know. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know what could have happened, right? So I'm
Oh God.
just gonna say that it saved my life. But anyway, lesson was never drink SEMO again.
That's a story. Damn.
Yeah, and this was freshman year.
Okay.
But I feel like thinking about stories like this, it's funny now, but like you said, I yeah, man, I don't even know what I was thinking at the moment. It's funny
Yeah.
now, but
I mean, it's funny now. It's still like in the moment, it's like, why did I do that? Now thinking back on it, it's probably still like, why did I do that? But it's funny. It's all fun and games. I mean, until someone gets hurt, but nobody got hurt.
right.
So all fun and games.
And drink quote unquote responsibly.
Oh my
Okay.
God, yes.
Be safe. I mean, the safest you can be.
I have to jump in here real quick, okay?
Yeah.
Um, big moral.
Uh-huh.
Find good drinking friends.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
And here's why. I'll tell you why. So we
Okay.
all know that Jessica, when she gets a little, tipsy,
Mhm.
I become the instigator, right? I want everyone
Yes,
to
you
drink
do.
with me. And then when I started going to clubs and to bars,
Mhm.
this is like a not very good trait on me. I feel like I'm like the biggest baller ever. Like I can afford everything and everyone,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
Oprah. I'm
yeah.
giving out shots. Like you get a shot, you get a shot, I get a shot. Like everybody gets
Woohoo!
a shot.
Yes.
Which is great when you have just like friends that you trust that you're going out with
Right.
that,
And
you're just trying to have a
friends
good time.
yeah, and the friends that reciprocate as well. Like they'll buy a round of shots after you buy a round and it just, keeps going.
Yes. So I met this person. I'm not gonna name
Mhm.
names, but I met this
Okay.
person in college through like one of the college parties or house parties or something like that. And this girl, she like heard from the grapevine somewhere that not only am I this like instigator, but if you go out with me,
Uh-huh.
and you get me like a little tipsy, then like I'll buy all your shots. So I don't know where she heard that from, but I remember there's this one night where she like texted me
Uh-huh.
right when I was going out with like some of my girlfriends. And she was like,
Okay.
"Oh, can I come with you guys?" And I was like, "I mean, yeah, sure, fine."
Right.
And this girl, not naming names, but this
Okay. Okay. You
girl,
don't have to.
she would like strategically take me to go to the bar. Like, so we're at a club, right? She'll like take me out to like
Okay.
the bar area. She'll like
Yeah.
get me to buy a shot for the both of us. And then, like we'll go back. Cause I'm like, no, I want to go back in and party with my friends. And she kept
Mhm.
doing that throughout the night. And I got so trashed because she just like kept trying to like get me to buy drinks for her.
Right.
Um, that as soon as I got like just too drunk, she
Yeah.
just left me. She straight up like left me in the middle of the
No.
club. Like, and thank
Wow.
goodness I found, I mean, I got not me, but this couple saw me
Yeah.
and they were like older. They were like, "Are you okay? Like you don't look like you're doing okay." And I was just
Yeah, yeah.
like, I was just like, I don't know where my friends are. I'm in a club. I
Oh
don't
my
know anybody.
gosh.
And they were like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stay with you until your friends come and find you. Like, thank goodness for good people in this world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how long, it elapsed, but my friends like finally like found me somehow and then, brought
Wow,
me back
yeah.
home. But I was trashed, drunk, and it like to no doing of my own. I
Uh-huh.
don't think.
Well, no, girl, you took the shot. So
I mean, yeah,
it
I
is
took the shot. I took the shots. Yes, you're
it is,
right.
it is a doing of your own ish. But her leaving,
Yeah, her leaving was
uh-uh.
just a shitty, shitty friend.
She's a
And I
bitch.
mean, I never partied with her again. I never heard from her again. So, you know. But
Yeah.
moral of the story is if you're gonna go out and you're gonna party, just party responsibly and
Mhm.
find reliable people that won't ditch your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like sniff out all the bitches before you actually go out
Yeah.
and spend all your rich. What? Right?
Yeah. Because there's some really shady people out
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely. There are people who are going to use you in order to
Yeah.
party, and not in like a, oh, I want to be friends with you. Oh, cool. You know a lot of people and they're really cool and I love hanging out with you type of way, but
Mm-hmm.
in the way where they use you and they abandon you as soon as they feel like they can discard you
Yeah.
and you are
Yeah,
no
man.
longer of use to them. So
It's not cool.
definitely try to sniff them out, you know? Yeah, most definitely, because you don't want to be left alone at all at a party.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely choose your partying and drinking friends wisely.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
Absolutely. Choose them very wisely.
Yeah. But, to summarize, school is starting again. To all the freshmen out there,
Ah, right.
drink responsibly. To anybody out there who's drinking, drink responsibly, party
Yeah.
responsibly, find good
Yeah.
friends, find free drinks because a lot of times, like, you don't need to shell out your own money.
That's so true. At least in college,
Yeah.
man, free drinks that were safe,
Yes.
at least in college, were the shits, man.
Yes.
Like, I don't ever accept free drinks now as an adult because people are shadier outside of
Yeah.
college sometimes,
Yeah.
not always, but sometimes. Or maybe we're just like more
So
aware
jaded.
now. or jaded.
Yeah.
Hey man, moral of the story is what do we say? Find good friends to party
Yes.
with. Find a sorority or fraternity member if you want to find free drinks. I think the most important one here. Raccoons save lives. So find yourself a very neighborhood friendly raccoon.
Yes.
So definitely during this time of year, man, I am reminded of all the college memories because everyone's going back to school.
Yes. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast, found some fun stuff in it, and forever know Jamie as the underwear girl.
Saved by a raccoon. I mean, Mother Nature is on my side.
Yes.
I got colorful underwear. Like the party is over here. That's what I'm saying, right? We got the
Yes,
instigator
yes,
on
yes.
this podcast too. So, hey man, you know what? The weekend's coming up. Yes. Party responsibly, but you know what? Party hard because you
party
deserve
hard.
it.
Yes. Yes.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. And hopefully, without you all being hungover, but we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.